million since the draft budget 14-15 was set out, with £54 million to give all children in Primary 1 to Primary 3 access to a free school meal, £44 million to fund extended preschool entitlement, £38 million for the Scottish Welfare Fund, £35 million to fully mitigate the impact of the bedroom tax, and £6.5 million to support administration costs of the Council Tax Reduction Scheme. The 2015-16 capital allocations have increased by £39 million to support the extended preschool entitlement. In 2014-15, the main additional sums are a further £18.5 million for early learning and childcare resulting from the Children and Young People Act, almost £16.5 million for the delivery of free school meals to children in Primary 1 to 3, £15 million to allow us to fully mitigate the impact of the bedroom tax, £12 million to cover the cost of the Enterprise Areas Business Rates Relief Scheme, £5 million to provide additional teacher support resulting from the new national qualifications, and £2 million to help local authorities fund the Teachers' Pay Award. I can confirm that following agreement with COSLA earlier this year, the needs-based formula has again been applied in its entirety to the settlement for 2015-16. In return for this package of resources, local authorities will require to deliver a council tax freeze for the 8th consecutive year and secure places for all probationer teachers who require one under the Teacher Induction Scheme. The Scottish Government and COSLA have also agreed to work together with others towards reaching an in-principle agreement on an educational outcomes-based approach. This approach would consider a broad range of indicators of educational improvement and should include teacher numbers as an important contributory factor. This process will be inclusive and engage other parties, notably trade unions, parent bodies and others with an interest in educational outcomes, and must be satisfactory to both Scottish Government and local government. In addition, NHS boards and local authorities are working to deliver integration of the adult health and social care system, and we have committed additional funding to tackle child poverty and will work with COSLA to extend financial support to kinship carers. This Government is also supporting the Glasgow-Clyde Valley City deal with £15 million of Scottish Government funding for the City deal from 2015-16, the first part of our £500 million contribution to an overall £1 billion package over 20 years, agreed with the United Kingdom Government. We are also supporting our capital city with our new Growth Accelerator model to support an £850 million investment in the St James's Quarter in Edinburgh city centre, with just under £100 million from the Scottish Government over a 25-year period, and we remain interested in proposals from all cities on how they can be helped to grow and to develop. Presiding Officer, my statement today marks the start of the consultation period with local government on the provisional 2015-16 revenue allocations, and once confirmed, I will bring the final figures to Parliament early in the new year.
Thank you. The Deputy First Minister will now take questions on issues raised in his statement. I intend to allow till 5 p.m. for questions, after which we move to decision time. It would be helpful then if members who wish to ask a question of the Deputy First Minister were to press the request to speak button now. Sarah Boyack.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. This year there is no sign of a flat cash settlement and several local authorities have received cuts. Will the Deputy First Minister admit that when he says he will work to achieve an educational outcomes-based approach, that this is code for dropping the commitment on teacher numbers and class sizes? And what does the Deputy First Minister have to say to the EIS, who have described this as a betrayal? What does he have to say to Unison, who have predicted a further 40,000 jobs lost as a result of this settlement today? And given that the cost rises for local authorities of 10% since 2007, the fact that the Scottish Government now controls 82% of local authority budgets, that people on lower incomes